flipping through the newspapers, switching through multiple news channels, exploring different websites and online mediums for relevant news? Keeping up to date with important news is not only time-consuming but also requires meticulous upkeep of notes for thorough revision. With a limited period in hand and abundant resources to study from, do not let current affairs come in the way of your prelims success. Join the PT 365 program by Vision IAS and advance in your preparation for current affairs. Starting on 9th January at 5 p.m., this 20-day course offers comprehensive coverage of 1 year of current affairs in 60 hours. Join for improved knowledge with complete coverage of The Hindu, Indian Express, PIB, Economic Times, Yojana, Economic Survey, etc. Doubt-clearing sessions and mentoring for thorough knowledge. Access to Sandhan personalized test with 25,000 plus questions. Access to live and online classes for flexibility in timing. It's time to devote your energy to smart learning and not running. Enroll today and excel in UPSC prelims with a strong command of current affairs.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News Today. Without delay, let's have a look at the headlines first. Parliamentary Standing Committee report on Central Bureau of Investigation. United Nations Interagency Group for Child Mortality Estimation released report. Supreme Court expressed concern over the erosion of family values in India. NASA's Parker Solar Probe made another attempt to get within 6 million kilometers of the Sun. National Technical Textiles Mission completes 5 years. Sagarmala Programme marks 10 years. In our first news for the day, we take a closer look at the latest report by the department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Personnel, Public Grievances, Law and Justice, which has put forth key recommendations to enhance the functioning of the Central Bureau of Investigation or CBI. First, let's understand the major issues plaguing the agency. The CBI continues to face challenges due to a lack of autonomy and effectiveness. The current legal framework under the Delhi Special Police Establishment or DSPE Act of 1946 grants more powers to state governments. This means that for CBI to operate in a state, the state's consent is required. Several states, including West Bengal and Karnataka, have withdrawn general consent, creating significant operational challenges. Another major concern is the high number of vacancies within the organization. Currently, a total of 724 posts remain unfilled, amounting to nearly 16% of the agency's sanctioned strength. Furthermore, the lack of transparency in the agency's functioning raises concerns. Information regarding cases, their progress, and final outcomes are not easily accessible to the public. So, what does the Parliamentary Standing Committee propose to address these issues? Let's take a look at the key recommendations. First, the committee suggests enacting a separate law that would grant CBI wider investigative powers. This would enable the agency to bypass state consent in cases impacting national security and integrity. To address the shortage of personnel, the committee recommends developing an independent recruitment framework. This would allow direct recruitment for key positions such as deputy superintendents of police, inspectors, and sub-inspectors. Additionally, lateral entry for specialists in cybercrime and forensics has been suggested to strengthen investigative capabilities. On the transparency front, the committee has proposed proactive disclosure of information. It suggests that CBI should publish case statistics and its annual report on its official website, ensuring greater public accessibility. Now, before we conclude, let's briefly understand the background of the CBI. The agency traces its origins back to 1941, when the Special Police Establishment or SPE was set up to investigate cases of bribery and corruption related to transactions with the War and Supply Department of India during World War II. Later, on the recommendation of the Santhanam Committee on Prevention of Corruption, 1962-64, the CBI was formally established in 1963. It functions under the Ministry of Personnel, Pension and Public Grievances. However, it is important to note that the CBI remains a non-statutory and non-constitutional body. In a significant recognition, the United Nations Interagency Group for Child Mortality Estimation has released its latest report titled Levels and Trends in Child Mortality. And here's the big news. India's progress in reducing child mortality has been lauded as exemplar along with 4 other countries. Now, let's take a closer look at India's achievements. Since 2000, the country has successfully reduced under 5 mortality by 70% and neonatal mortality by 61%, a remarkable feat in the global fight against child mortality. So, what has driven this success? The report highlights several key initiatives. First, Ayushman Bharat. The health insurance scheme provides annual coverage of 5 lakh rupees per family, ensuring financial protection for healthcare needs. Next, comprehensive delivery care has been a game changer. Every pregnant woman is entitled to free delivery services, including cesarean sections, while infant care covers free transport, medications, diagnostics, and dietary support in public health institutions. Additionally, improved access to maternal services has played a vital role. Strengthening infrastructure through maternity waiting homes, maternal and child health wings, and a dedicated birth defect screening program has significantly enhanced care quality. Furthermore, training skilled birth attendants has been prioritized. Deploying midwives and community health workers ensures safe deliveries and essential neonatal care. While India's progress is commendable, the report also outlines recommendations to further reduce child mortality globally. It emphasizes prioritizing investments toward the most vulnerable populations. Data optimization is another key recommendation. Targeting actions based on subnational data can enhance effectiveness. Additionally, the report stresses the need for age-specific interventions and improved data availability. Now, let's talk about some of the initiatives that India has already undertaken in this direction. The Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan ensures fixed day, assured, comprehensive and quality antenatal care for all pregnant women. The Janani Suraksha Yojana integrates cash assistance with delivery and post-delivery care, promoting institutional deliveries. Meanwhile, the Mother's Absolute Affection or MA program is focused on improving breastfeeding practices, ensuring better nutrition for newborns. And finally, the Universal Immunization Program or UIP provides vaccinations against life-threatening diseases, safeguarding children's health from an early age. India's efforts in tackling child mortality continue to set a strong global example. With sustained focus and strategic interventions, further improvements are well within reach.
Moving on, we focus on a growing concern raised by the Supreme Court of India, the erosion of family values in the country. Family can be defined as a social group characterized by common residence, economic cooperation, and reproduction. It is regarded as a foundational institution of Indian society and has traditionally acquired primacy in our interpersonal social relationship dynamics. However, the emergence of nuclear family, live-in relationships, family feuds, etc. are indicative of the erosion of family values. Let's first look at how family plays an important role in various aspects of life. One of its primary functions is the procreation and rearing of children, which includes their socialization and development. Additionally, the family is responsible for building values such as collectivism, partnership, and sharing. Another crucial role of the family is providing support and security, both economic and emotional, to the elderly and the sick. Furthermore, the family contributes to cultural and educational aspects by transmitting cultural ethos to future generations and fostering education. Now, let's turn to the key reasons for the erosion of family values. One major factor is societal progress. The forces of urbanization, where people migrate to cities for better opportunities, globalization, which introduces Western ideals of individual freedom, and industrialization, which pulls people away from traditional family setups to industrial areas, have collectively contributed to the decline of the joint family system. Alongside this, changing cultural attitudes have played a crucial role. Younger generations today seek privacy, independence, and a balanced division of household roles. challenging traditional expectations of family life. Economic factors further add to the strain. With rising living costs, economic instability, and the high demands of modern life, coupled with differences in perspectives and views, make it difficult for different generations to live together. Another significant factor is the degrading moral values in a society that is becoming increasingly individualistic and materialistic. The emphasis on virtues like honesty, integrity, and empathy, which are essential for cooperative family living, is gradually diminishing. So, how can we uphold these values while adapting to modern realities? Encouraging greater dialogue to resolve generational differences, fostering flexibility in family roles based on individual strengths rather than traditional gender norms, and embracing technology while respecting privacy can all contribute to preserving the essence of family values. The Supreme Court's concern highlights an important social transformation, urging us to reflect on how we can balance modern lifestyles with traditional values. Now, we bring you an exciting update from the world of space exploration. NASA's Parker Solar Probe has once again made a daring attempt to get within just 6 million kilometers of the Sun. This mission is pushing the boundaries of human knowledge by venturing closer to our star than ever before. Launched in 2018, the Parker Solar Probe holds the distinction of being the first spacecraft to touch the Sun. It has already flown through the Sun's upper atmosphere, known as the corona, where it has sampled particles and studied magnetic fields. This remarkable achievement marks a significant milestone in solar research. Let's dive into the details. If we talk of the core objective of this mission, the Parker Solar Probe is designed to get as close as 6.5 million kilometers to the Sun's surface. The mission aims to trace the flow of energy, study the heating of the solar corona, and explore the forces that accelerate the solar wind. Speaking of solar wind, it is essentially a stream of electrically charged particles, including protons and electrons, which originate from the Sun's dark and cooler regions, known as coronal holes, as well as its active regions. To achieve these ambitious goals, the Parker Solar Probe is equipped with an array of advanced scientific instruments. The Fields Experiment, the Integrated Science Investigation of the Sun, the Wide Field Imager for Solar Probe or WISPR, and the Solar Wind Electrons, Alphas and Protons or SWEEP. Together, these instruments provide invaluable data to help scientists unlock the secrets of our Sun. Now, why does all of this matter? One of the most critical reasons is the ability to forecast space weather. The Sun's radiation and associated energy and magnetic fields can cause disruptions in space weather, impacting space technology and communication systems. Furthermore, since the Sun is the closest star to Earth, its study can help in research about other stars. While NASA's Parker Solar Probe is making significant headlines, it is important to note that other countries are also making strides in solar exploration. India's ISRO has launched Aditya L1, the country's first space-based mission. Meanwhile, China is actively studying the Sun with its advanced space-based solar observatory, Japan's Hinode Solar B, and the internationally collaborative Solar and Heliospheric Observatory SOHO, a joint effort between NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. These are all contributing significantly to solar research. Clearly, the quest to understand our Sun is a global effort, with space agencies around the world working tirelessly to unravel its mysteries.
Now we focus on a significant milestone in India's textile sector, the National Technical Textiles Mission or NTTM, which has completed 5 years. This initiative, launched under the Ministry of Textiles, aims to position India as a global leader in the field of technical textiles. So, what exactly does the NTTM encompass? Well, it is built on 4 key pillars: research, innovation and development, promotion and market development, export promotion, and education, training and skill development. Each of these components play a critical role in strengthening the industry and expanding India's footprint in technical textiles. But first, what are technical textiles? Unlike conventional textiles, which are primarily designed for aesthetics, Technical textiles are developed for their technical performance and functional properties. They cater to various industries and applications and are broadly classified into 12 different categories. Meditech includes products such as diapers, sanitary napkins, disposables, contact lenses, and artificial implants. Mobile tech comprises textiles used in airbags, helmets, nylon tire cords, and airline disposables. Ocotech focuses on recycling, waste disposal, and environmental protection, making it crucial for sustainability efforts. Pactech includes wrapping fabrics, polyolefin woven sacks, lino bags, and jute sacks, widely used in packaging industries. Protech covers bulletproof jackets, fire-retardant apparel, and high-visibility clothing, ensuring safety in hazardous environments. Sportech includes sports nets, artificial turf, parachute fabrics, tents, and swimwear, contributing significantly to the sports industry. Agritech involves shade nets, fishing nets, mulch mats, and ant hail nets, essential for agricultural advancements. Buildtech encompasses cotton canvas tarpaulins, floor and wall coverings, and canopies, supporting infrastructure development. Clothtech comprises zip fasteners, garments, umbrella cloth, and shoelaces, essential components in apparel manufacturing. Geotech includes geogrids, geonets, and geocomposites, extensively used in civil engineering projects. Home tech consists of mattress and pillow fillings, stuffed toys, blinds, and carpets commonly used in households. Lastly, Indotech also covers conveyor belts, vehicle seat belts, and bolting cloth, vital for industrial applications. Now let's talk about the impact of this mission. One of its major contributions has been to boost India's textile sector. Currently, India is the sixth largest exporter of textiles worldwide, with the sector contributing nearly 2% to the country's GDP. Additionally, NTTM has played a pivotal role in developing robust infrastructure. The use of geotextiles in highways and other construction projects has resulted in reduced maintenance cost and an extended life cycle of these structures. Another key aspect is export promotion. The Synthetic and Rayon Textiles Export Promotion Council, now known as MATEXIL, actively promotes the export of technical textiles, further strengthening India's presence in the global market. The mission also emphasizes environmental sustainability by fostering the development of biodegradable technical textile materials, particularly for agrotextiles, geotextiles, and medical textiles. And, of course, innovation remains at the heart of NTTM. The initiative has driven advancements in comfort and functionality. One notable example being Mahina, India's first bonded leak-proof period undergarment, a significant step in textile innovation. Now, let's talk about some other important initiatives under NTTM. To bridge the gap between industry and academia, the Grant for Internship Support for Technical Textiles or GIST 2.0 has been introduced. This initiative provides internship support to aspiring professionals, ensuring skill development and industry exposure. Another noteworthy scheme is the Grant for Research and Entrepreneurship across aspiring innovators in technical textiles or the GREAT scheme. This initiative provides funding to innovators to help translate their prototypes into commercially viable technologies and products. With 5 years of achievement, the National Technical Textiles Mission continues to drive progress, innovation, and sustainability in the textile sector. As India moves towards becoming a global leader in technical textiles, the impact of this mission will only grow stronger.
Next, we look at an important update on India's maritime development. The Sagarmala Programme, the flagship initiative of the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, has completed 10 years since its launch in March 2015. Let's dive into the details. Over the past decade, this ambitious program has played a crucial role in accelerating India's economic growth by leveraging the country's vast maritime potential. With 7,500 kilometers of coastline and 14,500 kilometers of potentially navigable waterways, the Sagarmala Programme aims to transform India's logistics sector. It seeks to reduce logistics costs for both domestic and EXIM or export-import trade, ultimately boosting India's competitiveness on the global stage. At the policy level, the National Sagarmala Apex Committee or NSAC serves as the highest body providing policy direction and oversight for the program. Structurally, Sagarmala is divided into 5 key pillars and 24 specific categories, addressing different aspects of maritime infrastructure and logistics. The first pillar, port-led industrialization, aims to establish industrial clusters, promote special investing and processing clusters and special economic zones or SEZ, develop thermal power plants, and encourage port-led industries. Moving forward, the Coastal Community Development Pillar focuses on skill development, fisheries, ropeway infrastructure, technology centers, and overall community development. The third pillar, coastal shipping and inland water transport, emphasizes coastal tourism, ro-ro and passenger jetties, cruise tourism, coastal infrastructure, island development, and inland waterways. Alongside this, port modernization plays a crucial role in enhancing port infrastructure, including the construction of new ports, modernization of both major and non-major ports, and ship repair facilities, making India's ports globally competitive. Lastly, the port connectivity pillar focuses on improving transportation networks through roads, railways, pipelines, and multimodal hubs, ensuring seamless movement of goods and reducing overall logistics cost. Building on its success, the government is now moving forward with Sagarmala 2.0, a more advanced phase of the program. This next phase will emphasize shipbuilding, repair, recycling, and port modernization. Now, let's talk about the major achievements of the program over the past decade. A total of 272 projects have been completed, representing an investment of approximately 1.41 lakh crore rupees. On the global stage, 9 Indian ports rank among the world's top 100, with Vizag Port securing a spot in the top 20 container ports globally. To further drive maritime innovation, the government has also launched the Sagarmala Startup Innovation Initiative, which aims to support startups and entrepreneurs in the maritime sector. One of the most notable achievements has been the 118% growth in coastal shipping over the past decade. This expansion has not only reduced logistics costs, but also played a key role in lowering carbon emissions, making India's transport sector more sustainable. Another significant milestone is the 700% surge in cargo movement through inland waterways. This shift has helped ease congestion on roads and railways, offering a more efficient and environmentally friendly alternative for freight transport. Clearly, the Sagarmala Programme has transformed India's maritime landscape over the past 10 years. With Sagarmala 2.0 on the horizon, the country is set to further strengthen its position as a global shipping hub. In today's Personality in News, we turn our focus to Shree Harichand Thakur, as Shree Harichand Thakur Jayanti was recently observed. Born in the Namasudra, an untouchable community in Bengal in present-day Orakandi, Bangladesh, Shree Harichand Thakur was the founder of the Matua sect and a pioneer of social upliftment. Now, let's look at some key contributions. He worked for the upliftment of subaltern. His contributions were deeply rooted in religious reformation, advocating for compassion and justice. He led the Chandal movement against untouchability and promoted equality. His doctrine was based on 3 core principles: truth, love, and sanctity. Through the Matua sect, he championed gender equality, discouraged early marriage, and supported widow remarriage. His commitment to education was evident in the establishment of an English medium high school in Orakandi, aimed at empowering the lower caste communities.
As we conclude today's main news, let's have a look at some quick updates. Indian Armed Forces, Army, Navy and Air Force conducted a tri-service integrated multi-domain exercise, Prachand Prahar, in Arunachal Pradesh. It validated integrated planning, command and control, and seamless execution of surveillance and firepower platforms across the 3 services. The Ministry of Defence has signed a contract under BUY, Indian Indigenously Designed, Developed and Manufactured category for procurement of NAMIS. NAMIS is developed by Defence Research and Development Laboratory of Defence Research and Development Organization, or DRDO. Recently, DXH, or Digital Excellence for Growth and Enterprise Initiative, was launched by CEO Niti Aayog. DXH is spearheaded by Confederation of Indian Industry with the support of Niti Frontier Tech Hub or Niti FTH and All India Council for Technical Education. Doctors in China have transplanted a pig's liver into a human being through gene-modified pig-to-human liver xenotransplantation. Pig liver did not completely replace the patient's original liver. The transplant, termed auxiliary, can help serve as a bridge organ to support people who are waiting for a human donor. European Space Agency or ESA shut down its Space Observatory mission GAIA. It is a mission to chart a three-dimensional map of our galaxy, the Milky Way. GAIA was positioned in Lagrange Point 2, L2, around 1.5 million kilometers behind the Earth when viewed from the Sun. Kasampatti Sacred Grove is declared as Tamil Nadu's second biodiversity heritage site, Aritapatti in Madurai being the first in Tamil Nadu. It is located near the Alagarmalai Reserve Forest in Dindigul district. Biodiversity heritage are unique, ecologically fragile ecosystems having rich biodiversity comprising species richness, high endemism, presence of rare, endemic and threatened species, keystone species, etc. Asian Development Bank funded Assam Solar Park is opposed by local communities for green grabbing indigenous land. Green grabbing is the appropriation of land and resources in the name of environmental goals and has emerged as an issue of rising concern. Kerala has become the first state in India to pass a Kerala State Senior Citizens Commission bill creating a commission for senior citizens. People over age 60 in Kerala were 13.1% compared to the national average of 8.3% in 2015, according to Kerala's Planning Board. Before we sign off, let's challenge your understanding in today's installment of Test Your Learning. Thank you for joining us. We hope you found this episode of News Today engaging. For the solution to the quiz and to access the PDF version of News Today, remember to visit the provided links in the description below.